Hello and welcome to your Sunday night edition of our Hometown Hawks podcast. I'm your host, Henry Vasquez, joined by none other, Mr. Right on Time, hardly ever, Rick, and as always, just Jesse. How'd it go this weekend, boys? How's everybody's weekend? How'd it go? Weekend's almost over. Back to the grind tomorrow.
Yep.
Not me.
Definitely me. Yeah. It was a good weekend. I got to watch the Hawks play. We'll get into that a little bit later, but yeah.
Yeah.
Back to the grind tomorrow for me.
I will be headed home, actually. It'll be nice to kind of head home for a couple of days, take care of some stuff back home, back in Iowa. So pretty excited. Yeah, absolutely. Kind of excited to go home and not really excited. Like I love my family, my kids, individuals who have children, they understand like, oh, you gotta leave your kids, but and my wife, absolutely. But yep, I'll be home for the next couple of days, and then.
When do you come back again?
What's that?
When are you coming back?
I leave tomorrow morning to head back to Iowa. Yep.
Okay, so you'll be back tomorrow then.
Yeah, tomorrow afternoon.
And
How long is that drive?
With no stops, 8 hours.
Hold it all in. Yeah.
Yeah, don't stop.
No,
Just put the catheter in. You've done that before, ain't you?
like 35 times.
I think
Perfect.
Right out the window. I was gonna stand up, press out the window. Yeah.
There you go.
just slinging piss jugs everywhere.
Yeah. Hey,
Let them fly.
like Dumb and Dumber. It's like, oh, got old Pappy's moonshine here. Let me go ahead and taste this one. This one,
Yeah.
right, boy. Yeah. No. But and you know what? And excited to kind of see all of your ugly faces in real time. So yeah.
All right.
All right, we'll be back,
No.
guys.
You gotta only see me on here. Yeah,
Thank
I
God.
don't want to see the
We
person.
got to FaceTime.
Yep.
Thank God.
No, I just hung out last night after work and watched the Canelo Alvarez fight. And after I watched the Iowa game, drank quite a bit. Got up, golfed this morning. Here we are.
Damn.
All right, boys. Well, let's get right into it here. Hawks played under the lights last night game, 6:30 kickoff. I was gonna say the place was hopping, man. It was a packed house, full house, extremely loud, extremely loud. It was something I've never heard before. I guess the loudness itself, but you could tell the energy was there. People were still excited about our Hawks. Just squeezing out a 26-16 victory. Lots to take from this, I guess, but lots of bad stuff too.
Yeah.
So, well, what's everybody's initial thoughts here on this? We'll take it from here.
Oh man. Here. Are you pointing to me? All right, yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll go. No, just one of the things I was gonna say, what you said, Kinnick was super loud. Yeah, it was awesome. And I forgot you were saying that you were there, but you remember all the chants that were coming through too?
Oh yeah, they didn't go unnoticed.
It was a
man.
lot. Yeah, it was a lot of
There's a
fire,
lot.
Brian. Oh man, that happened. That happened more than once.
Yes,
Way more.
I think it
than
went
one
on
time.
for like 5 to 10 minutes that one time.
Dude,
It just kept going.
And then I'd look over at Brian, see what he's doing. He's just obviously not trying to let it get to him, but I was like, man, you can't ignore that. But no, that was awesome. Obviously, the game was a little. I'd call it pretty damn boring up until the fourth quarter, especially with Cade going down in the first quarter. That was a huge we are fucked.
You could just feel the air go out of the stadium when that happened. Once they got down, it just went pretty quiet, and everybody's like,
yeah, everybody was waiting for him to pop up. I was like, come on, dude, stand up, stand up. And then he's just laying there, and I was like, he looks like a fucking dead body right now. I was like, oh my god.
That's exactly what I asked the person next to me. I'm like, did he die?
Yeah, like, y'all want to
He's
see a
just
dead
laying
body?
there.
Yeah.
I think he's dead.
You know,
I'm
I was like,
oh
fucking
man,
A,
this
so,
is not good. You could just feel everybody's attitude and everybody's just
yeah, dude, yeah,
looking
it was,
around at each other like, well, fuck.
Yep. Yeah, you can almost hear everybody fucking hanging their head when they saw him, you know, get fucking carried off the field pretty much. But yeah, I was looking down there and I saw the trainer messing with his knee, and I was like, dude, that's not fucking good at all. So anyways, you know, after that, it was pretty rough, but you know, I think Deacon did pretty damn good. I was like, you know, I saw him run in. I was like, oh shit, I guess they're bringing in another lineman. I guess they're switching the lineman out. No, it was old Deacon. So he's a pretty strong thrower, dude. I'm not sure what was going on, if the receivers just weren't ready for the heat or what, dude, because you know, all had how many fucking he had a drop pass. You know, I don't know. He was struggling there for a bit, but obviously he had that entire drive, which was, you know, just him by himself. Ended up scoring the touchdown, so that was good. I liked seeing that for him, you know. But after that, you know, like I said,
Yeah, let's just keep it here in that first. Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah. Oh, let's just keep it here in that first quarter, in that first drive. Let's start with that first drive that we Brian, you know, put together there for our with Cade, you know.
Yeah, let's hear it, Mr. Right on Time. Blinks 182. Let's go.
Hey, go ahead, Mr. Finger.
Hey, so I just want to give huge credit to the equipment managers who went to the field house and pulled the 4-string left tackle from chugging beers and said, "Hey man, you're up next, big dog. Come on." Right? And then fucking old cannon nuts, you know, going for him, start calling him cannon nuts, because when that motherfucker throws a pass, he knocks people's souls out of their body, and you can ask fucking Devontae Vines of that because he can't catch his passes. So kudos to the equipment managers of Iowa of pulling the play out for chugging beers.
Deacon was just hitting him in the wrong place, dude. It was, you know, he was hitting him right in the hands, hitting him in the bad spot.
Just like I was saying, okay, so we started in that first quarter, that first drive, right? Cade gets in there. You know, we're hitting our wide receivers. You know, what was our first play? A pass to Deontay Vines, right, for 23 yards. If I can get this thing to work here, I had the drives here pulled up. And first drive, pass to Deontay Vines, 23 yards. You know, set 1st and 10. Here we go again. Cade to Nico, 14 yards. Okay, another first down. Cade Steven Stilianos for 9 yards. So 2nd and 1. Kamari Moulton runs for 2 yards. And then we get down to the we're on to the Michigan State 2 here, right? LaShawn Williams runs for 5, and then we call a timeout, and we got 2 incomplete passes there, and then Drew Stevens hits that field goal.
Yep.
Okay. So we get there. Why are we so terrible in that red zone? Why can we not? We have to capitalize on that. Okay.
Because I can tell you right. Well, I'm sorry. You finished.
Yeah, and I was getting at what I was getting at is to, you know, once Deacon Hill came in, you know, so it's all about timing and whatnot with these guys, and the looked like Cade was, and the receivers were gelling, right? They were going. Then we just get to that red zone, and it's almost like we fall apart, you know. And then once Deacon Hill came in, it just seems like they hardly get any reps with the ones. So that, you know, his passes are coming in different. They're coming in harder. They're coming in, you know, when they get used to somebody throwing to them, they know what to expect, you know. So
absolutely. No.
Yeah, go back to my question. Yeah, what happens in the red zone? Why are we shit in the red zone?
Yeah, I don't. Go ahead.
No. Hey, you got it. Then I'll hit you up. I'll
red zone wise, I mean, it just comes down to a lot with our offensive line. I feel like we barely get our running backs going in the open field, let alone in the red zone. You know what I'm saying? And then, like you were saying, Cade was 3 of 5, 45 yards, averaging 9.5. You know, so he was going. You know, he was going.
Winning numbers. Those are winning numbers.
3 of 5, all day, every day. But now, as far as
first downs all day.
Yeah, as
first
far
downs.
as as far as in the red zone though, like who's our tallest receiver? Like I feel like our tight ends are usually our go-tos and running backs, but we have our receiver wise, we've never really had a big size for a red zone play. So I feel like that's a big reason as to why our red zone is struggling, because our offensive line has been struggling all year, and then we can't get that push, and then on top of that we don't have size for the receiving end. Well, Ricky's always the receiver, I guess, but anyways, different story for a different day.
Okay. So, as Mr. Right on Time, guess what, baby? I'm right on time. So, the inability, when it comes to the initial, we're going to talk the red zone itself, is for the fact that I would say between 93, 95% of targets as of last year, or whatever you want to say, to tight ends, right? Absolutely. And so, these receivers that we know that we have great receivers who are underutilized are not expecting the ball because the freaking ball never comes to them in general. If we talk about just some of the plays, of like, hey, the inability, like, oh, he keeps dropping passes, because passes are never thrown to these guys. To me, it's absolutely kind of like sad. Look at Seth Anderson, right? We have really good receivers who are absolutely underutilized. And what I can tell you right now is, if you think that if these guys are going to stick around next year just to play Pee-wee football, that's not going to occur. What's going to occur is we're going to get a stock of awesome 2-3 star receivers, in these same issues are going to occur. So I don't know how to sit there and fix it. Give me a second, buddy. I don't know how to fix it, but what I can tell you is ball's not coming to these guys. That's it. That's absolutely what the situation is. The ball's not coming to these guys. And when it comes to the red zone thing, guess what? When you can't run the ball, guess what? You can't throw the ball. And guess what? There's my favorite term. You are undimensional. I'll pass it.
My turn, right? My last one to go.
Yeah, go ahead. Yep.
Yeah. No, I'd agree with Gesso and Yaya here about on their thoughts. Yeah, I think we definitely underutilize our receivers, especially when we get to to the red zone. I think that Brian's playbook is even smaller, where our opposing team knows that we're just going to run it. There's no way that we're going to even try and throw it into the end zone. Which is, I guess, pretty normal for any team down in the red zone, that close anyway, right? They're not trying to get picked off and score nothing instead of the 3, which I guess is Brian and Kirk's go-to is that's 3 is better than none, but in reality, is it at this point? Who knows? So the only thing that I can see that is going to I don't know, fix something like this, and I've thought about this a lot over this last week, and especially last night after watching the game, after being there, I was like, there's only one solution to this. You guys ready to hear this?
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I still have 4 years of eligibility to play, so it's time for me to go back to college, and I'm gonna walk on, and I'm just gonna be a red zone player. Because let's just throw me in there. So I think that's the fix. So I guess I'm going back to college, boys.
Rick's trying to be a fullback.
I'm gonna be a receiver. I'm gonna have to drop some pounds and probably grow a little bit, but that's okay. I guess I don't even have to grow, right? Look at Tyreek Hill.
Hang on.
I just need to get faster.
Hey, guess what? I'm gonna go back to the goddamn OC. I got you. Absolutely.
That's just it. We're gonna change Yaya's name to the OC on this pod.
Yeah,
Future
Mr.
OC.
Yeah,
'Cause if you don't follow our
Future
page,
OC
and we
triple
lost
OC.
him.
Nope.
So anyways, if you don't follow him on our page here, he's always calling the plays on the on the chat. So, all right. So we get to that point where, looks like we're pinned down deep in our zone, and Cade tries to take off out of the end zone, and looks like some funny stuff happens there, and he goes down. And like I said, you could just feel the air leave the stadium. It was not a good deal. And then here comes the skid loader. Deacon Hill comes in. So Deacon Hill comes in, right?
Yeah.
And what's he do? He puts on a hell of a performance, right? Gets us in the end zone. Takes us down for a drive. Actually, we punted, didn't we? Didn't we punt first, and then we came back?
Yeah, actually. Yeah.
So, so at that point, I really had to take a piss. So I was down. I watched it on TV. The touchdown. So we had Deacon Hill pass to Eric All for 32 yards. Kamori Moulton runs it for 2. Deacon Hill back to Eric All. Kamori Moulton for 1. Another pass to Eric All for 13 yards, touchdown.
Eric All had a great series in that one. Yeah. Eric All did a lot. That one, he worked to get into that end zone, man. That was awesome.
Didn't give up on it, right?
No, that hoping from there. I was like, man, this is I've been saying it the past few podcasts. Like, he's the one that needs to get going. I was like, this is it. This is it. This is it. Then he had that. I was like, oh shit, he's playing.
Was it just me, or did he kind of did the receivers or just the entire offense just kind of seem like almost really deflated and like beat up after Cade was hurt? Like they were like almost feeling sorry for themselves for a little bit there, and then it kind of picked up a little bit there once he started gaining momentum.
Right.
Right. I swear I saw Eric like just absolutely quit on one of the plays where like I feel like one of the throws that he absolutely, I feel like probably could have made a better effort to try and catch it.
Yeah.
He was just kind of like, whatever, like it fucking hit the ground in front of me.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Our quarterback had plenty of time to throw to our receivers. We had a ton of drop passes.
Yep.
A ton, right?
Yep.
So another one. Go ahead.
No, just gonna hit on that. Again, when it came to spreading the ball around, I think old Cannon Nuts, he fucking
skid loader.
You call him skid loader, I call him Cannon Nuts. Old Cannon Nuts literally had the ability to spread the ball, which is something, and again, if I'm wrong, let me know, but he did a great job of attempting to get the ball out and throw it to receivers. Was his passes off a lot? Yeah, because the timing's off, right? The timing is.
Timing's way off there.
I really want to see how you have your setup on your door. Like, I want to see.
He's got Jackie's toy taped it to Jackie's toy, didn't you?
That way it kind of bobbed up.
He uses it as a gimbal.
No,
when he's fucking grabbed it, he's going at it like this to grab the mount.
But what I think in the confidence I actually have in old Cannon Nuts, firing off passes, I'm gonna tell you what, like that man sat back there and took shot after shot after shot. If it was the first quarter, when he came in, second quarter, third quarter, like. Old Cannon Nuts was taking bombs on his own body, but guess what? He tried to do what he could to get the ball out. But I feel that once the timing kind of like gets down, and hopefully he says, "Hey, you know what, Brian Ferentz, call your own audibles at the line if possible." I actually majority of the time I'm Mr. Negative, which I'm not. I'm Mr. actually right on time. But I think that this individual is gonna freaking kind of excel us in a sense. But then once we get to that point, and then we'll talk about that a little bit later in this podcast. But I'm excited to have Cannon Nuts in there currently.
I don't know if I can do Cannon Nuts.
I really wonder if they're gonna start really airing it out more. I want to know if that was really the game plan. Because somebody on the group on the Hometown Hawks had put something about like possibly now that the Brian's contract possibly has that clause that something about not having the starting QB, maybe that voids it, whatever. Then now he's like, oh, now my fucking job isn't on the line. Let's air it out. Or was the whole plan to air it out this whole time?
I don't know, but I feel like I mean, let's be real here. I think we all know that whatever that contract was, or whatever the parameters set around it, we're never ever going to be placed there to set Brian up for failure, right? They're going to take care of their own, right? They never want to see that happen because they just it's just never going to happen, right?
No.
I'm sure that if that wasn't a clause in there, something else would have been to where Brian is fine for the year, right? But as far as this being maybe possibly opening up now where we can start airing it out more, dude, I hope so. Skid Loader's definitely he's got an arm on him. You know what I mean? He's got an arm on him. So I mean, that's hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Now we lost Rick.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on here. Anyways,
Lost your picture.
yeah, I don't know what's going on. But yeah, no, I think that that could very well be a good plan from here on.
What's your avatar, Rick? You lost your camera.
Fucking
Well, anyways, yeah.
find a cannon with nuts and then put it as a goddamn avatar right now.
So, all
Say
right,
that,
guys. So
and
then we get to the third quarter, right? Third quarter. Let's take it from here.
Only one scoring play for us, and then the third quarter.
Well, we can't
Let's
get to the
go.
point where they are is Rick coming back? Third
I'm
quarter.
trying.
So our defense does takes it to them, right? We get an interception. We get the ball back down pin deep. All right, offense is back on, right?
Yep.
So then what happens? The very next play, Michigan State causes a fumble on a running back, right? Who was our running back? Was it LaShawn or is it
No, Moulton.
Moulton,
yeah.
yeah.
Kamari? Okay. Fumbles it. Now, did he pick it up or did it just like fall in that dude's hands? I couldn't see from where I was. I was up in the nosebleed. I haven't rewatched the game either. So and it was a fumble, 42-yard fumble return back to the house. That brings it up to 16-10. You're the defense there. How do you feel? How is the defense supposed to feel on that?
So
I would not be happy.
When that ball got popped out, it was the perfect situation because it fell where? It fell right in the bread basket. That's where it fell, right? Right in old boy's hands. And then all you have to do is fucking run. That's it.
Yeah.
It was literally a right out.
Bang, bang.
The freaking individual got done scratching his butt and said, hey, I'm going to grab this thing and go. But here's my question to you, gentlemen. And Henry, I know you have a question too out there. My question to you is, at what point do you look at Moulton and say, hey, you know what? Like, hey, guy runs hard, but he's not big enough to run through those interior holes. So I like looking at him compared to Williams Jr. running through those holes, it's night and day. Yes, I understand Moulton. He's fast. He's quick. He's got it. And I'm part of the Moulton militia, 100%. But Williams Jr., well, taking off like a bat at hell, he's got that power. In all reality, what looks like to me is an Akram Wally Jr. minus all 48 fumbles he had, his initial season, because he has, he can control the ball.
Here's the
Kamar Moulton's only a freshman, though. You got to remember that. The only reason that he's getting touches is because our starting two running backs did not play for the last two games.
Ankle issues, yeah.
Hey,
hopefully we have him back this week.
Question: Since you guys have your computers there looking at stats, Can you tell me how many doggone carries Williams Jr. had compared to Moulton?
LaShawn Williams had 12 carries and Kamari Moulton had 9.
Okay.
So
So they
Williams
should- a lot of them were close.
Williams had 38 yards and Moulton had 25.
Okay.
So they I mean it's not like they were either of them were like
Oh yeah,
way
absolutely.
better, you know. But
But
I guess
as you stated, yards per carry. What does that look like?
LaShawn Williams averaged 3.2 and Kamari Moulton 2.8. So like I said, all the numbers are pretty close.
Pretty close. Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Except that fumble. That sucks.
Absolutely.
So it gets to a battle of the punts, right? We're back to punting back and forth. All right, we get into the fourth quarter now, boys. All right, they punt to us, right? We're driving. So we start driving. We get down in their. Oh, where's it at here? I just had it pulled up here, and then we get down to their. Oh, LaShawn Williams runs for 9. Drew Stevens. We get down to their 4th and 1. The Michigan State 18. Okay. Their players, they got 2 players on the field hurt. So there's a timeout. So that should give our OC some time to draw up a play, get something picked out, right? Why can't we try to get the first down and keep the drive alive, right? So what do? We threw Drew Stevens out for a field goal to tie the game up. Is that the right?
Yep.
Was that the right
16.
move, you think? Well, then we gotta get rid of one Rick here.
Nope.
No, one. He's keeping the sound on 1.
Since nobody's talking, I'll talk.
Absolutely. Yeah, go ahead. You guys heard my question, right?
Yep. Absolutely. That's the right thing to do for the fact that the Iowa offense struggles. So any points that we can put on the board to stay competitive against other teams is the right answer to do. Hey, I get it. You know, we were close, but guess what? Shit. The goal is to win games, right? And I know, I think our last podcast, we're talking about like win by 50 or just winning the game in general. Yeah, the goal is to win the game in general. So having a tie, again, keeps us competitive to win that game.
It keeps us alive, right? Rick, did you hear the question I asked about that 4th and 1 when those 2 guys got hurt on their team, and then we come back out? You know, our OC had some time to get a play drawn up, and we go out and do a field goal. Is that you think that's the right thing to do there? You're muted.
Okay. I guess I'm going.
Yep, there you go.
I guess I'm going through my phone here. No, that was the time to kind of get your shit together, call something, right? Kind of rally the troops up behind you, and show them that let's start making some changes here. Let's make some moves. Let's see what we can do here, right? Let's figure out what Deacon can do. That was a bad call, my opinion, anyway. You know what I mean?
But are you guys actually surprised though?
It was in the stadium.
Are you guys actually surprised though? Like, how many years have we been through this? You know, the parents, they're going to take the points no matter what the situation. Always.
And knowing that we have a stagnant offense going through this entire season at this point, that's why I stated that taking the points to make us competitive is going to be the right thing to do. Again, it's the fairnesses. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed in fucking years upon years, guys. It's the same.
And to me, yep. I mean, and to me, it could have went either way. You know, we had the big quarterback in there, to run the 1 yard sneak up the middle. You know, Iowa's always been known for that sneak. It's always been in our playbook. And again, I think we take the points there. I think it was the right move. Always take the points. I know when you're struggling as they are, but I think that would have been big if we would have went for it, got it, just pumped the whole crowd up. It was there was a bunch of boos there when he did that too. The crowd wanted it to keep going, but it's again, it tied us up, right? Lots of time left on the clock. So then we move on from there, right? We hold them again. Where we at here? All right, we hold them. We hit that field goal. We hold them, and all of a sudden, 3 minutes and 45 seconds left in the fourth. Big punt, 70. Big pump.
Coop.
You just start hearing Coop. You just keep hearing Coop. All of a sudden, you could just tell it was going to happen because that punt just looked perfect, looked like a returnable punt. And Kinnick goes wild.
Yeah, that got really loud. That was awesome.
Got really, really loud.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Dude, it just once he hit that, when those three guys just hit, it's almost like it stepped up a whole different notch of loud. It was loud when he broke loose for a few. Then it just hit a whole different level of loud, and it was just crazy. Kinnick went wild. Coop made it look easy, fast. You could just tell the athleticism on that guy. That shit was just crazy.
And guess what? After it occurred, Phil Parker looked at Brian Ferentz and said, "Hey, turd, you're welcome."
Okay. Hey, thank you for bringing that up. Yeah. Hold on.
Do you have sources on that?
I'm telling you right now.
Here from
Phil Parker's been carrying the offense for what, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12 years. Phil Parker looked at him and said, "Hey, turd, you're welcome." For the fact that
listen to this.
Go ahead.
Listen to this. Drew Stevens himself had 14 points. Coop had the 7. And then all that's left for the offensive score was that last 7 points, right? One touchdown, one offensive touchdown. The defense had 4 takeaways, and the special teams and defense had way more points and excitement than our offense,
as usual.
And this is also the offensive stat, the time of possession too. This is crazy. So it's crazy that we won too by double digits. Michigan State had 349 total yards. We had 222. They turned the ball over 4 times because our defense is great. We turned it over twice. They had 20 first downs. We had 15. Time of possession, Michigan State had it for 33 minutes and 48 seconds. We had it in our possession for 26 minutes and 12 seconds. It's so crazy that we still pull off this win. We're so fortunate that we have a great defense.
Yeah.
It's been that for years, as we all know. So then,
well, because
that was pretty much the game. We came back down, and we that big hit by who got credit on that hit that we recovered that fumble.
Jay Higgins.
It was I don't think Higgins got the hit.
No, right.
He was in on it, but somebody got credited with that. But anyways, it was a hell of a hit. Ball comes loose. We recover, and I guess we got great field position. Do nothing with it. Hit the field goal. Again, we were in the lead. Typical Ferentz. We're not going to sit there and try to pound it in. We just ran. I wanted the touchdown because I needed the point spread to cover, but me and this other guy kind of locked eyes, and he's like, "I'm with that guy." So, but hit the field goal again, and of course, to end the game, we hit another interception. Who was that hit that interception? Was that Schulte? Was that Quinn Schulte at the end of the game, or was that Sebastian Castro had the early one, right?
So Cooper had one, Castro had one, and then
Schulte. I think Schulte.
Yeah, no, it's Harris.
Harris. Oh yeah, Jamari Harris. Yes. You're right.
Yep, he cut. Yep.
So now again, ball game. We hit a field goal at the end of the game. Game over, 26-16. Everybody's happy again. We're winning again, but again, it was just ugly. Just a good bad time to be a Hawkeye fan, I guess.
Yep.
We're winning.
Hey, just a reminder. Since you didn't make the spread, you actually have to fucking shotgun a beer.
Yeah, I think I actually was the one who picked the closest to the spread, right? Or did I say 21
No,
7?
you guys had the losing team.
No, I had it winning. You put it wrong.
Yeah, it was
You put it wrong.
Ricky and Jet and Yaya had the wrong team.
I had them 1-7.
You still didn't make the spread, so you got to fucking shotgun a beer.
That wasn't the deal. You guys
No,
picked the losing
It
team.
was the losers.
Losers. I can go back.
I'll definitely do it, but my recommendation to you is stop grabbing that spread because it's not like fucking peanut butter jelly. It's not gonna always stick on.
Do me a favor, put me back in the other one there.
I see you.
Yeah.
I'll get you back in here.
All right, let's do this.
Ricky's doing multiple cameras here.
All right, different angles.
We got
Multi-angle.
I see him.
Ricky's got all kinds of good sides, and that's why he wants to be on too.
Yeah. You guys can hear me, right? Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Shit. I lost my train of thought. I forgot what the hell I was going to say, trying to get this damn camera connected again. What was the last thing we were talking about?
Shotgunning a beer. I think you.
Oh, I think it was, well, before that was what I was asking, but yeah, I don't even remember what my score was. I said.
You had 20-28 Michigan State.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well. Yeah. I guess. So it's me and who chugging a beer?
You and Mr. Right on Time or
okay.
OC.
Right.
We're just gonna call him OC.
OC, triple OC. All right. That's fair. That's fair.
Hey.
Okay.
But anyways, yeah, good game over. And so we'll be on to the next one here before too long. Next week, which I plan to attend, I think, again.
It's gonna be cold.
Yeah, well,
It's gonna be
seasonal.
chilly.
It'll be seasonal.
Yeah, that's true. It's deer hunting. It's deer hunting weather next weekend.
That's just Ricky. Ricky's not going to be able to make the pod because he's going to be walking out of his tree stand.
Oh yeah. Well, I got a wedding to go to next weekend, so yeah. Unfortunately, I got to do that instead. But who knows? Maybe Sunday.
You'll be back Sunday,
morning.
right?
What's that?
I said grow up.
Yeah.
But we are.
So, all right then, guys. Well, you guys got anything else on this game or
Absolutely.
any last final thoughts?
Final thoughts, baby.
Let's hear it, Mr. Wright.
All right. Final thoughts on this game. I don't know why, but cannon nuts. I have a burning sensation below.
That's
Like medically, I'm good.
That-
I'm cured. But
crabs.
hey, I don't know why, but with fucking, the equipment manager running over to the field house, grabbing Deacon and said, "Hey, chug that beer, big dog. It's time to go. Let's go." I do. I have a good feeling for the fact that something different. This is probably the largest quarterback that ever played for Iowa. And what I mean by the largest, I mean by 260 pounds. He is the size of a doggone offensive lineman, probably 4-string, if I had to go there. But going forward, I think that especially when it comes to competitiveness, the team respecting him, the team, behind him. Next week, or our next podcast, when I give my prediction, it is going to be absolutely positive because I don't know what it is, but that burning sensation below is telling me that good things are going to happen.
They make medicine for that.
Yeah, I was gonna say they got an ointment for that. It'll kind of relax it just a little bit.
And the ointment and oral, I think.
Yeah. Do you have the same feeling when you pee too, or is it just right now?
The ointment's called Swarm Beer, and that's what I use. So.
All right.
Did they ever say anything about what it is for Cade yet or anything?
I haven't heard anything.
I haven't heard anything yet. They were gonna probably find out here probably today and probably release it on the Tuesday
Press conference
presser. Yeah,
Yeah.
he'll probably be He'll probably be told he's done for the season. Probably did look good. You know, I watched a bunch of Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, videos, and you can see in one of the videos that he kind of talked to one of those Michigan State guys. Says he fucked up his knee. So
And he's
Damn.
done. I mean,
See what
he knows
happens. Yeah, that sucks.
it's happened before, so he knows what it is.
He knows it didn't look good. So
Mm.
Yeah.
Damn.
yeah. Any more final thoughts, fellas?
Come on, boys.
Man,
I'll take one here.
um,
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah,
Go ahead, guys.
No. All right, rock, paper,
we're
scissors.
still in the driver's seat to make it to Indy, boys.
Yeah, we're two in the West, number 2 in the West, right behind Wisconsin. So I think if we make
because
it
we got one loss.
next week,
Because we got one
So-
loss in the conference, so we just gotta keep. I hope to see you guys in Indy, but
right? If we get past that one,
I might take this with me.
You colored it.
Huh?
You colored it.
That's how-
Is
I
that how it
might
was
put a
last time?
mustache on. Yeah,
Oh, did you?
I might put a mustache on him or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so go ahead, Rick. You
Um,
got any final thoughts?
Yeah, no, I think we'll still be good. Honestly, the way I was watching, Deacon play, Duke can play, Duke can throw. I think he's just got some stuff to figure out, which, maybe it was just one of the a little bit of jitters going in there, but I think he'll get that stuff ironed out. Now, is he going to be like our savior? I don't necessarily know that that's going to be the case, just given the fact that if the playbook doesn't change, then again, we're going to be underutilizing our receivers and underutilizing our quarterback, who can absolutely throw those fucking bombs out there when we need to, right? If our receivers get the chance to turn on the jets that they do have and show out, I think that'll end up hurting us. But who knows? Maybe that'll change. I'm hopeful for it, but I'll also be expecting it not to change. But I think we're still definitely on the road to having a pretty decent record. And yeah, hopefully, we end up going out there to watch them play. Which also brings me to my next thing that I was going to mention. Are we going to do a podcast while you're out here? Are we going to try to?
Hey, absolutely. I would love to get everybody together, so we have a chance to talk shit internally, not the device. Absolutely.
Yeah, maybe we can do. I know we talked about doing a possible live one. So if that's a thing, if people want to do that, we can have people call in or whatever. If that's going to work.
Yeah. There you go.
We can get the entire hometown Hawks. Let's see how many people from the hometown Hawks would like to jump on and give us their 2 cents. Right. They're probably sick probably sick of hearing all of us talk about this stuff, and I guarantee some people are like, "Oh, you're fucking wrong," or this or that. So come on,
Who the fuck are these guys? Who the fuck are these guys?
Yeah, let's get it going. Whoever wants to make fun of let's
Hey,
all insults.
come
Go to
I
yeah.
got you.
If this turns into a roast, let's fucking go. I'm all about it. I'm all about it. Let's do that.
I'm for it.
So yeah, we'll see. Let's let us know, everyone, whoever's watching this, all 7 people that are watching this, let us know. But no, those are my final. What's that?
We get double-digit views. Come on now.
Hey, I watch it like 5 times a week just to get those views up.
I don't.
just let it replay.
I just let it. I put it on. I put
loop.
it
It's
on
on loop.
replay. Yeah. But yeah, those are my final thoughts. Anyone else? Let's hear it.
Yeah, I got you. I'll back you on that here. Like I said, I think we give Deacon Hill here a week worth of ones, get it going. I think he's got another. Oh, how do I say another thing that Cade didn't have was mobility. Cade couldn't move because he's hurt, right? Could he move before? I don't know. We'll never. I guess we didn't. He wasn't much of a mobile quarterback, but at least he can maybe extend the play a little bit, and he can actually run, take a few hits because he's bigger. I think we'll be all right in the end, there, boys. Give him a week, see what happens next weekend, right?
Yep.
So we got Purdue coming up, and we'll get together with the boys here, and we'll podcast on them and see we'll preview that game, see how that goes here during the week. And like I said, I will be posting something to. Oh, he's reaching for a beer. But we'll post something for everybody to see if we do go live, and we'll advertise. We'd like everybody to join us.
Why
I think they're gonna do it here. We're gonna let them do it here with their walk-off music here. All right. Hey, thanks for joining us, guys. Like us, share, subscribe, hit the like button. Tell your friends, tell your dogs to subscribe. Everybody.
Try not to make a mess of my fucking house. Is what I'm doing. I'm gonna chuck it like a real man. Go, you ready? What'd you put that one down for? That's fucking cold.
Hey,
Woo!
play my motherfucking team.